Healing, wholeness, and gratitude. What a trifecta of good news. Today, we will talk about this gospel good news, how we come to experience healing and wholeness, and how gratitude deepens that experience. Let's begin by first considering the different ways that we come to wholeness. We can find our God of healing embodied in all people and things that are life-giving. These include medical professionals, researchers, therapists, psychologists, and Reiki practitioners. We can come to spiritual wholeness through silence, prayer, and meaningful ritual, conversations with a spiritual guide, and through heartfelt group sharing. We can find healing through healthy relationships, whether it be with a trusted friend or the intimacy of a spouse. We find wholeness through the new life babies bring into our lives. Some other ways that give our soul room to breathe and heal are related to play and include playing sports, playing and listening to music, creating a clay model or another artistic piece, cultivating a garden, jumping ocean waves, walking through nature, and being with our animal friends. Some years ago, when our daughter was undergoing a divorce, I remember how her two dogs, Daisy and Holly, sensed her need for comfort, gave her unconditional love, and played a significant role in her healing journey. These sensitive and playful dogs fully embodied our God of healing. Simply put, there are many paths to healing and wholeness, and it's important that we be open to all of them. The other part of the gospel good news is gratitude. Offering abundant gratitude for healing, as Naaman did in the first reading and the Samaritan in the gospel, takes one to a deeper level. When we truly give thanks, the emphasis is no longer on ourselves, but rather on the one who helped bring us to wholeness. In the words of the Dalai Lama, when you practice gratefulness, there is a sense of respect towards others. Gratefulness brings us to appreciate what others have done and shows our belief in their goodness. I'd now like to share an experience that illustrates the interplay of wholeness and gratitude. Last weekend, Stan and I attended the Springfield High School Athletic Hall of Fame banquet, where several people were honored for their athletic achievements in high school and beyond. A common thread of their acceptance speeches was gratitude for the many people who helped them become who they are today. This connected with another thread, the trailblazing efforts of the honored female athletes. I especially want to highlight one inductee, Barbara Hick Cuesta, class of 1984, whose remarks I found particularly inspiring. Although Barb was an excellent lacrosse player in high school, the team didn't win many games, so college coaches did not come to see her play. As a result, one of her coaches reached out to a coach friend at Temple University, encouraging her to come give Barb a look. After seeing her play, the coach offered Barb a lacrosse scholarship. She went on to play not only in college, but also on the women's national team. And she has worked in various universities in athletic administration, all the way up to the present day. During her acceptance remarks, Barb was so grateful that people believed in her abilities and graciously thanked the many people who helped her navigate life's twists and turns. In a particularly touching moment, she thanked her husband and son, saying that without them, these other accomplishments would have meant much less. It was clear she was grateful for this Hall of Fame honor, but her gratitude went much deeper. Sports helped her become a whole person. And the people who made this possible, especially her family and friends, coaches and teammates, were at the center of her grateful heart. After the ceremony, I spoke with Barb's sister, Susan, who had introduced Barb. Susan shared that when her daughter suffered a significant soccer injury, the first person she wanted to speak to at the time of her injury and after completing rehab was her Aunt Barb, because Barb understood her athletic mindset and her desire to heal and return to the field. Barb became the tangible presence of God to her niece. Her niece believed in Barb's knowledge and caring heart, and Barb's advice and presence helped her heal and become whole. Susan, in turn, was grateful for her sister, Barb's generous and genuine influence. This gratitude offered by Barb and Susan that evening went beyond words and embodied the gospel trifecta of healing, wholeness, and gratitude. The other example I want to share is about the healing journey in the context of loss. Recently, one of our community members, Janet Ham, lost her son. I asked Janet if it was okay to share this, and she graciously said, yes. Thank you, Janet. Last Sunday, she and her family celebrated her son Zach's life in a very moving memorial service. As part of that service, Janet shared a touching story related to his high school ice hockey team. During his senior year, Zach was awarded a large trophy, which he in turn generously presented a few months later to a team member with autism. Janet's telling of that experience was filled with humor and compassion as she lovingly related Zach's great teamwork, leadership, and sensitivity to those in need. Sharings from others focused on ways they were grateful to have had Zach in their lives. Eileen led the service, and her words were comforting and reflective. Janet's sister created a heartwarming video depicting a variety of experiences throughout Zach's 27 years. This gathering that included Janet's heartfelt sharing, the gratitude sharings of others, Eileen's consoling words, the creative video of Zach's life, and the loving presence of family and friends was a significant step along the road into an ever-deepening healing, wholeness, and gratitude. This week, take some time to ponder healing and wholeness in your life. What is the healing you need or seek? How are you called to be a healer for others? Who are you grateful for that has brought wholeness into your life? Let us live the trifecta of good news and be people of healing, wholeness, and gratitude.